4. The ball carrier, Fred Warner, in on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Off of play action, it's Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A 27-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoff and getting points on the board right away.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 29, Jackson. Here's a screen to Powell. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass, intended for Tyler Higbee, incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Score Colts 3, Broncos 0.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hilliard. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Lamar Jackson, 32 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the run, Watson going to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. And they'd be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
On the carry.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Interception.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Alvin Kamara, 41 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Extra point attempt to come here. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
10, Broncos 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The return man here, T.J. Jones. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the run, this is Hilliard. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they can at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. This time Jackson will throw it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
Blankenship for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground. After
the sack on 1st down, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start by running the option to the right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Watson now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Peterson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with this.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson hits his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Melvin Gordon.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them. On 1st and 10, Watson.
And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dontrell Hilliard, 68 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Watson on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going to need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson off play action. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the pickup, 2nd and 6.
6 yards left on 2nd down. He's going to run again. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Foster Moreau there to make the grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 53 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jackson steps away to it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The pass.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Broncos. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Silver.